Good evening. Welcome to Rage Across New York. A dark tone has come over the individuals that call the Sept of the Green home. Horrible things they've witnessed, horrible things they've done. Some have fallen into deep states of depression. Others are working to stop a fate far worse than death from becoming a reality. We start our scene in the office of Gerard Morningkill and the individual who brought a certain large man as a prisoner, a corrupted individual, to the Sept prison. As it stands, Gerard waits with Alan to descend into the prison to speak to this corrupted and tainted beast.
As Jared knocks twice on the door, knocks a third time, and then a fourth. As you see a wall almost slide open, like the bricks of the wall seem to tick, 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 away. And he looks back at Alan and simply says, "Explain to me again why we are not kicking this individual straight into Erebus right now, Mr. Stewart."
I wish to talk to him, to speak with him, to see if there isn't a way to draw him away from his taint, to see if there isn't anybody in there to save before we throw him into the Silver Lakes. And as well, there is the presumption amongst some of my kind that he would hold some information or details about the upcoming battle with the cocoon.
Very well. Follow me, please.
Mm-hmm.
As the Silver Fang will lead him forward to the prison. He'll, on purpose, avoid a certain cell and lead him straight to the cell where this giant individual is kept.
When they approach the cell, the stench is horrible. As they look up on the walls, they can see the arcane markings of the Children of Gaia glyphs, the perverted ones, and various other writings smeared on the wall in human waste. It seems that the current resident of the cell took no time in keeping up the appearances of what, for the longest time, he considered home. And he seems to be sitting there, his hands filthy, rocking back and forth, speaking in tongue.
Alan will go ahead and walk to the bars of this cell and simply tap the steel there. Bunk, bunk, bunk.
I hear it. Hear it again. Sound. They haven't fed me. Why haven't they fed me?
Alan will look towards Morning Kill and simply say, "Do we not feed our prisoners?"
Of course we do. Keep them in top health. It may just be very different food than what this individual is used to.
The one next door, he denies it, but he understands. So hungry. Bring me just one. Someone, you don't have to like them. Bring me one.
Another knock on the bars. King, 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 king. Hello?
Bearded head will turn. Behold, Alan. Oh, it's you. I've seen the light for you before.
This may be a little bit presumptuous of me, but those glyphs, where did you learn them?
I've known them since my rite of passage.
And where do you hail from then?
Oh, I hail from places that are oddly familiar. Oh, it's been far too long since I've been able to go back there. Oh, just give me one bite. I'm one of the regular people upstairs. It doesn't need to be anybody important.
We're not doing that.
Why?
Because that's
Flesh
not what we do.
makes me powerful. Look at me. I used to be small and diminutive, but look at me now. I'm large. If I were half as strong as I was now, perhaps we wouldn't have lost. So many lives could have been spared.
Unfortunately, we don't have that practice here, nor do I see us having that practice for a many, many number of years. Sir, can you identify yourself?
Her name? What's in her name? Is it important? What difference does knowing my name make?
Well, it would at least give us something to call you by. You don't have to give your real name, just something to call you by.
Alias. Okay. He sits up and he looks towards the bar. An alias. Not my real name. Is that okay?
It'll work for now.
My name is Alan.
Weird circumstance. My name is Alan Stewart Silver Tongue, child of Gaia, Cleoth, actually.
Galliard.
I always forget that one, but yes.
I too am a Galliard.
Fair enough.
And the things I remember, my memory goes back a long way. So blurry now. It's almost like there are no good parts left. He'll slam up against the cage and his hand will reach out for Alan. Long reach.
And Alan doesn't really move very, very much. His hand probably goes ahead and shoots right past his head.
Morning kill. Do be a dear and bring us some food. We're hungry.
No.
I'll break down these bars.
And when you do, I'll slice your throat.
Oh, you'd like to silence what I have to say. The things I know. Gerard. I've seen what happens to you. It's not pretty.
Gerard is
heard.
going to actually stake a step closer. Of course it's not pretty. You know exactly what I'm going to do. None of the things I do are pretty, Mr. Allen.
No, no. I've seen what happens to you.
Of course you have.
You were no match for her. With one fell swoop, she killed you.
Alan, you seem to be rambling quite a bit. I mean, feel free to talk. Feel free to talk all you want, but I think we'd be most interested in what you were doing where we found you.
I was guarding the orb. I had to get it away. Couldn't let it fall into the hands of the worm.
You say that. However, from everything I see from you, you would be a servant of the worm. Why would you betray it as such?
He'll smack at Alan,
Dunk,
smacking him with a force that's able to send him clear across the room.
dunk.
Don't ever speak like that. I serve no serpent. Do you want to come closer, Morning Kill?
Now why would I do that?
I can make it so she can't get to you. I promise you I'll be faster than she was. We'll hurt less.
No. Still got more questions.
Oh,
Alan will start to pick himself back up after rolling over quite a bit and pretty much cranking his head and his shoulder off. Protecting the orb. What do you know of it?
I remember the warden came to us and asked us to retrieve his trinkets. His 3 items. The things we saw because of it changed us. It seems like ancient history now. That's 68 years ago.
68 years ago. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to find a historian with that memory far back. Which,
Oh, no, you'll find none. You'll find no historians. This isn't on record. It hasn't happened yet, Alan.
Alan,
This place, all of this doesn't exist anymore. You don't get it, do you? You lost.
Alan goes ahead and you can see him breathing quite heavily. He seems to be counting his breaths. And if you're able to perceive that little tiny bit of voice, he's counting down actually from 13.
Oh, look at me, Alan. You failed everyone. All of you did. You've made a promise to me, Alan, and you didn't keep it. You told me I would be. You stood right there. No, here. He points down at a spot near where Alan was standing before. You stood right here. Right here. And told me you'd keep me from happening. You promised me.
I don't remember such a promise. In fact, this is the first time I'm ever meeting you, Alan.
Oh, no, we've met before. I remember this meeting. It happened 60 years ago.
I was not even a glint in my grandmother's eye back then. You're talking nonsense. Sell it to me. Sell it to me like I'm 5 years old, okay? As Alan will actually subconsciously get back in the position that Alan just pointed out.
Okay. You see, you stood right here. You looked me dead in the eye. You said, I don't know what strength is in me, but I swear to you, I swear to Morning Kill, I swear to all the sect, that you will not happen. I promise you. Though you didn't call me Alan, you called me by my name.
So at that point in time, I knew you. I knew your name. You didn't give me an alias, but I knew you.
You shrieked and got rid of all aliases. In fact, I remember I told you my real name. I promise I won't hit you if you come closer. I'll whisper it so he doesn't hear.
Raya, would you give us a moment?
Tell me why I should.
Because your prisoner here is willing to give up certain information that we can use to identify him, and as such, identify anybody else that may be associated with him. And because I'm curious.
He's going to take a look at both Allens. And what if I just simply force it out of him?
Nothing precludes you from simply forcing it out of him, but as you can see, this man lives in squalor. This man has probably done things to himself that would have killed him if he had the strength to do so.
I doubt
This
it.
is a man that wants to have a few last words. Let him have it.
See, he's about to say, I always get the last word. Isn't that right, Mr. Morning Kill?
Oh. Sit. And he'll reinforce that with a mastery gift. Let's see. Silverfang can command other Guru, even Black Sparrow dancers, to do his bidding. As he just looks at the Allen and simply says, sit.
He'll begrudgingly fall to his knees. I knew. it. See this way.
You have 3 minutes, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, Raya.
And he's going to walk out. Or so it seems.
Fair enough. Alan will go ahead and turn to the Garu in its cage, simply gesture him up. Come on. Don't leave us now.
I'll stay here. Besides, I'm at eye level like this with you. So look at me, boy. Come closer, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you my name.
Mm-hmm. Alan will go ahead and take a step forward, actually, put himself actually go ahead and put both of his hands onto the bars simply to hold them, look towards this giant Garu currently caged, and simply say, "You have words? Speak them. I'll remember them."
He speaks 2 words. Only 2. A full name. One that Alan knows all too well.
Where did you get that name? That is not my name! That is not your name! Why do you know that? Ah! He goes ahead and grabs the bars and physically shakes him. Why? How do you know that?
I told you we've met before.
Don't understand. Why are you speaking like this? Why are you speaking in goddamn riddles? Why do you say these things? Why is everybody dead?
Because you failed to defeat the Storm Eater. You're going to get a text from your dear beloved Leah. You may have already gotten it by now. But she needs to speak with you ASAP.
Who are you? No bullshit. What happens?
I might be a bit taller, have a bit more hair around my face, and a little less on my head. But I think you probably are starting to figure out who I am.
No. No. I swear.
Do you know that you held her sister as she died? You were the one that had to come back to her and tell her that she was dead, covered in her blood. I remember that pain.
That's not how that would go. That's not how that would go at all.
When you told Dr. Mega, it broke him.
No. If anything, I don't come back from that.
No. You were the one fated to remember.
So why? Why are you so big? Why can't you control yourself? What happens? What happens to me?
You take the orb and you hide it away, a place that you think is desolate and free of everything. That's so already tainted, they won't come look for you there. But you find that place has a history that can't be undone. And the more you read into it, and the more things go downhill, as you watch the Storm Eater manifest in the Gaian realm, it breaks you. And before long, you get hungry from isolation. First, it's a pain of not having those you care about right here. He pats his own chest. It deepens. Then it comes when you feel Gaia die. Then it comes in your core as you lose that connection. And many years into the future, when the wrinkles and the crow's feet are starting to work their way through Leah's beautiful, beautiful features, that hunger just goes too far.
No! Shut the fuck up. Shut up now. I don't know what
And there's
happened.
so many more. So many more. Vale. You gave him respite. He was broken after she died. And he tasted so very good.
No, I swear, whatever happens, I will not be you. I will not become you. I swear on Gaia. I swear on goddamn unicorn. I swear on goddamn morning kill right outside. I swear that will not happen ever. I will not
And Alan
be a monster.
goes. Alan finishes his next sentence. I promise you, you will not happen. Is that what you were getting ready to say?
Damn it.
As this sentence was said, Morning Kill once again come into the room. Very touching. Your time is up.
No, I need to know. I need to know what happens.
He looks at Morning Kill with nothing but contempt. Oh, I could tell him exactly how his end comes. But the look on his face, it's priceless.
Mr. Stewart, do you truly wish to continue this conversation? Let me sit now. If you wish to continue this conversation, I will stay in this room.
Make the promise to me, Alan. Maybe you can break the cycle. Of course, I already said this to you once. Many years ago.
I promise. You will not happen. I promise. And I'm done here, I'm done here, Ryan Morningkill.
Excellent.
Go on upstairs, Alan.
Alan, if you could do it all over again, would you?
I wouldn't have lost.
I won't. Alan goes ahead and starts to walk away, and each step feels like that a gigantic weight is on his feet, as if giant gravity spirits are trying to draw him deeper and deeper into the ground.
Now then.
Well, now, Gerard, here we are. I never got to see this part.
It's quite simple, really. You're just gonna disappear.
You know I'm right. You know I'm telling the truth. You're a Philodox.
Your truth, Mr. Allen, as far as I understand this entire situation, is a very simple one. Your truth is but one. One of a few different truths. And we will see whether or not your truth comes to bear, or a different one.
You know, right before you died, you pull me aside and you tell me that perhaps some things are fated to happen, and they're concrete no matter what we do.
Perhaps. And so the eighth sign will shine a light to all of us. As he snaps his fingers, and the ground that Alan is on disappears, and beneath him is the shining silver reflection of the lakes of Erebus. It's time to go now.
Tell me, just before I go, how surprised are you going to look when you face down the worm's chosen?
The worm's chosen doesn't care about what she kills, what she destroys. She just does. When she does, there will be casualties. Should I be one of them? Then another one will take her down.
Okay. I hope you're right about that. I sincerely do.
Now go.
And he'll drop into the lake without another word.
The floor will reform as he turns his back on the cage. Oh, I hope I am. And he will walk out.
So our scene ends. Thank you all for watching. We certainly do hope that you continue watching, and we certainly do hope that that is set in stone.